Okay, clearing up a couple of misconceptions and answering a couple of questions from people that have finally heard about my games that I'm playing and have asked for more detail. And when I say finally, yes, it's because I'm not getting enough reach. So, but none of us are. Whatever. Anyway, um, yes, there are graphics in the games. It's like Roll20, but not Roll20. I don't use Roll20, but that gist, that same kind of idea, yes. Um, Played on Discord and or guilds. Um, well, and or probably isn't the right way. Um, or at this point, but there may be at some point in time where some of them would be and or if they get big enough. But yeah, there's graphics. There's a map. There's tokens. You, it's not all graphically based. There's a lot of, or excuse me, text based. There's a lot of text and a lot of not as many map sections or map pictures in the Star Wars because the galaxy is gigantic and you can't, you know, do very detailed maps exist. I've seen a few. It's a long explanation, but anyway, you'll not see as much of that in the Star Wars. But with a lot of the other games, BattleTech, the war games, D&D, you'll see a lot of maps and stuff like that. So no, it's not all theater of the mind or whatever. Orders are not some essay to write. It is not, all these people, when you say write something down, they immediately equate that to, some 500-page book report or something. No. Most of what I'm saying about writing out wouldn't fill any more than a post-it note. You're putting, you have a list of basic orders: advance, retreat, march, fortify, you know, basic stuff like that. And all you're saying is, I want, say, first platoon, or this stormtrooper squad, uh, to advance to this position or attack this line or something very simple and basic like that. Who's writing the order? It's coming from their CO, Darth Rendar or whatever. And to whom? The dirty dogs of Stormtrooper Platoon Alpha, insert whatever title. And where are they now? Where do you want them to go? It's pretty much it. Real basic, easy stuff like that. And that's it. Just write that out for your unit, or if you've got more than one or something like that. I can give you some. I got a guy playing right now. I didn't need. I mean, I'm not making fun of anybody. I'm not trying to put you down, but he picked it up right away. He didn't need a lot of instruction right off the bat. I want third platoon to make this sweeping maneuver, and I want, he jumped right in, and he gave very detailed orders for his troops, very specific movements and formations and stuff like that. You can be as detailed as you want, but it can't be any more vague than the singular words that come in a list that you can choose from. So somewhere in between them, real simple stuff. If you can, like I keep saying, it's not supposed to be a dig. It's not supposed to be some smart alecky thing. If you're taking that way, my apologies. That's not my intent. You shouldn't be received that. But I'm literally just trying to give you a gauge of time. It wouldn't take you any more time than to write a Twitter post or two to play this game, by logging in, seeing what's going on, making a few decisions based on what's going on, writing a couple of posts in reaction to those updates, and then waiting till the next day to see how it all played out. That's it. I mean, it's not, so I don't know why I have such a time getting people. The responses tend to be, well, you're right, you've got this super complicated NASA level simulation that requires 3 hours to play 10 minutes and you have to write a book to make a. No. Where are you getting all that from? No. I put a couple of examples out. I put out a salute report. That's an old thing from the U.S. Army from the past. It just gives you some basic details about uh, what you're observing that you relay, I should say, to your superiors. And I use that as a means of observation from your troops on the ground, whether it be stormtroopers or rebel soldiers or you know the the heavy lance of mechs you've got, whatever. And that's it. Real basic stuff like that. And there's opportunities for role play in the Star Wars one. I watched people without any uh, direction or large briefing just take it upon themselves to start commanding troops and maneuvering them around based on the story and what was going on and my explanations and stuff like that. They did real good. I've seen people um, role play out treaties, backdoor deals, um, who's going to split the profits between some smuggling operation of weapons, stuff like that. Watch two guys. I gave them a briefing. I made a scenario about a boarding action of a ship. The pirates were going to take over a wounded rebel ship and steal it. It was still manned with rebel crew, and so there was a little fight on the decks of the ship. Watch, they were brothers, I believe, and they just I taught them a little bit about the rules, gave them some instruction, gave them some details, gave them some maps, and they pretty much played that scenario out by themselves. I was there. I judged it. I um, kept it double blind for them and answered some questions when they had it. But once they learned the system and gave it a try, they were off to the races, having fun, and um, played out a scenario without any real problems. So the furthest thing from all this, oh, it'll take a whole year to play the game and all that. No, just give it a try. You'll see that's not the case. And there's a lot of people having fun doing it. So uh, next one starting up is BattleTech, and I'm also doing Salerno 43 War Game. So why don't you go ahead and give it a try? It's not like you got to quit your job to do it. Maybe 5 minutes less on Twitter and 5 minutes more playing a game instead. Sounds like a win-win to me. Give it a try.